Scatterbrain. This is my early favorite track. This is another Don Cannon feature, production feature. Then you got Jid and Ludacris. And where the fuck did they find Luda in 2021 still rapping like this? One of my standout tracks on here was SC Gang. And what a perfect way to end it off, man, with the Griselda team. Griselda doing what they do best, man. Benny kind of comes in the middle part, but in the beginning, Conway sets the table and then the Ben Simmons line. But while we're here, Conway The Machine, Maquina, he dropped a surprise one on us. Let's get into it. This is Cash, one half of the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast team. An effort to give you guys a little bit more content in a more organic way instead of preparing and over-preparing. We're just going to give you guys more of who we are. Mr. Prez is going to do certain things like this in the past. I don't know what we're going to call these segments right now. We are work in progress. I was calling it straight cash, homie, earlier. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to call it, but for now, we're just going to call it these short segments, and we're going to put them out there, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, and just give you our raw thoughts off of music, sports, and the culture in real time. First off, rest in peace to Black Rob. Before I start off on this, just found out about it as soon as I walked up here to discuss this Conway The Machine project, La Maquina, that came out of nowhere. So, prayers to his family, so on and so forth, man, and everybody that's affected by it. But while we're here, Conway The Machine, La Maquina, he dropped a surprise one on us. Let's get into it. So first up, Bruiser Body. This is Conway sticking true to form. This is a classic Griselda sound. This isn't Derringer, so to speak, but it sounds eerily to how Derringer gets off on there. But Conway gets to it right off the rip with the Busy Bone line. And you already know what time it is from this intro, man. Nothing but bars. But next up is 6:30 Tip Off. This is when Conway gets into some unexpected shit with production from Bangladesh. And throughout the whole project, you'll see Conway has production credit. So he's stepping his game up in terms of how he's experimenting with the flow with different production, but he's still keeping it about the bars. So he's saying shit like, what was it? I'm jumping all over the obstacles with the torn patella tendon line, or just even the final bar on here, which resonated with me. And it kind of sticks to what they say in interviews and stuff like that, how they're super competitive with each other when I'm talking about the Griselda team. So, he mentions they're not equipped. He's not equivalent at all. He's visiting from Mars. What West is the brains behind it. Something about Benny being a star, and then how did he end it off? Oh yeah, Machine he's still the silliest with the bars. So that was dope. Blood Roses though, man. Jay Skis is one to look out for, man. This is an ill track just from start to finish. Hard ass production by Cardiac, but clarity. Once you hear that Don Cannon drop, bruh, I was all in, man. And Conway be staying silent on these releases, man, and sparing the details. So he definitely in his bag with this one, with the Nike line. And I just love the Cannon beat and what Conway does. And they get into something else a little bit further. But the second half of this song, on the second verse, where he was typically talking about putting people by the wayside as far as people that have, been with him and not really rooting for his success. Fire track. All right. KD, man. It got an ill bop to it. But I'm going to say it if nobody else has said it. It sounds eerily similar to the Bodak Yellow on the bridge type chorus area, man. But with that said, I like that cadence and I like that bounce because my head was definitely bobbing on that shit. So I ain't gonna hate on that flow, man. And it does sound like this shit could be in the club if he really wanted to put it out there. 200 Pies is up next. Alchemists on the beat. Fire ass shit. Go have a sip of your favorite drink. Smoke something to it. Ride to it. This shit is fire. And then when 2 Chainz come on, y'all need to stop sleeping on my man Chainz. I don't care what nobody said. This man has some dope ass bars, and 2 for 2 right now with Benny Joint and now on Conway shit, man. I like that they tapping in with different people. Scatterbrain. This is my early favorite track. This is another Don Cannon feature, production feature. Then you got Jid and Ludacris. And where the fuck did they find Luda in 2021 still rapping like this? Luda come in all chill and shit like that. Then all of a sudden he proceeds to fucking do shit that old 2004 Luda was doing. His pen is still sharp, yo. And definitely Jid went nuts. If y'all don't know about Jid by now, Dreamville, this dude is fire, man. Dude is fire. Every time he touches the mic, he's pretty much flawless on the beat. And Conway came in with that double time flow at the end, effortless. He's getting better. His pen game is definitely getting better. But last but not least, one of my standout tracks on here was SC Gang. And what a perfect way to end it off, man, with the Griselda team. Griselda doing what they do best, man. Benny kind of comes in the middle part, but in the beginning, Conway sets the table, and then the Ben Simmons line, and then later on with the pesticide shit that Conway said. And I don't even be giving a shit what Westside said. And that's not disrespectful. I'm just listening for the ad-libs and all the outlandish fly shit that he be saying, that some of the shit don't make sense to me because I don't know half of the shit he talking about. However, it's still fly and it's still dope, and he still is off kilter with the flow, and I like that, man. So definitely check out this project. This is one that's gonna be probably in there for one of the top albums of the year for me personally, and that's off maybe 2-3 listens right now. So I'm loving this project, man. Definitely tap into the boys Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. We drop every Tuesday, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to our YouTube, Don't Sleep Network, or Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. Search either one of those two terms and you're going to find us. And, just follow us, man. Thanks for fucking with the team, man. More episodes. Catch us on Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Spotify, SoundCloud, and wherever else you listen to your favorite podcasts.